Hey, what's up, people? How's it going there? All right, today I got another movie. Well, technically, it's a documentary. When Banksy, however the hell you pronounce it, Banksy, the street artist, uh, Banksy Does New York City, NYC. Banksy Does NYC. It's the name of the documentary. HBO put it out 2014, in the year 2014. Yep, still going. 2014, still out there like that. Yep. And Bansky, I knew nothing about that. I knew nothing about him or anything like that. I was writing on fire hydrants at that point in my life. I was really targeting and concentrating on fire hydrants. And I had a can of green spray paint on me. I walked past the fire hydrant painting he did with a dog pissing on a fire hydrant. I had no idea, never heard of Bansky. Day of my life. I did an RD tag on it like I would every fire hydrant I've been getting. And thinking, oh shit, a fire hydrant. Did an RD tag on it. Didn't think much of it. Almost, or not even almost, exactly like what I was telling you guys about running around in the subway tunnels, these new guys. These new kids, well, they're not even kids because you guys weren't starting when I started. You guys are starting in your 20s and 30s and shit. But anyway, new writers going down into the subway tunnels, going over old school graffiti writers. Most of them are dead now, like from the 70s and the 80s and shit. And they're going over it with bullshit. Well, here I am. Perfect example. I made a mistake myself. I went right over a Banksy. Had no idea who it was. I saw a painting of a fire hydrant, like a silhouette. Right on fire hydrants. I say, and I wrote on the fucking thing, and it was a Bansky. Um, I remember a day or two later, someone, I don't remember, I think it was Kit 17, or if not, no, I think it was this guy Russo with the photos. He takes pictures of rock and roll bands and stuff like that up in the Bronx. I don't know, one of those guys up there. They had gotten in touch with me on Facebook, I think it was at that point. Wow, that was a good idea. Getting on that Bansky thing with this being he's a New Yorker. I had no idea what they were talking about. And once I looked into it and Googled it, I couldn't unknow it. It was like all of a sudden, it really did kick up a stir in New York City. It was on the news, it was on this and that. So I think that fire hydrant that I went over was actually one of his first ones when he had come here. And I knew nothing about it. But after that, you honestly couldn't live in New York City and not have known about it because it was on the news every day and it was all everyone was talking about. And even the fun, like the comic strips in the newspaper would make goofs about it and stuff. And yeah, Bloomberg jumping around talking shit about the guy. He's writing graffiti. We got to get him and stuff. So yeah, it was a big thing. It really was a big thing in New York City. I myself had stumbled upon a couple of them. I could get into that in a few minutes, but actually, yeah, right now, the one in the thrift shop, when he went to the thrift shop on 23rd Street, 2nd and 3rd Avenue. I work not far from there. And I'm walking by and I see a whole crowd of people outside looking at the window. Oh, it's a Banksy, this, that. And I looked at it and it's like a painting. It's smart. And that's how I know it's more than one person. But it's a painting, an oil painting, that he had purchased from a thrift shop, maybe the same exact thrift shop. He purchased it for like $10, an oil painting. He brought it home and painted like a Gestapo, like a Nazi, sitting on a bench, like looking out over a lake, kind of like, oh, what's it all about? Like this fucking crazy life. Yeah, I thought it was really a cool painting. Um, and then he returned it back to the thrift shop and they auctioned it off for a lot of fucking money and they gave it. That thrift shop is basically for people living with AIDS. Yeah, I forget there's also an organization that delivers food for the Meals on Wheels, I believe it is, also, which is a place that they deliver food to people that are suffering from HIV, well, AIDS, HIV, it's earlier stages. But so yeah, I really liked that. I thought that was cool. I thought it was brilliant, but I also looked at it and I believe that there's more than one artist. And just from what I'm looking at, some people are using stencils, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, it has to be. I mean, just to haul shit and carry shit and have people looking out, you would have to have more than one person. I mean, shit, you pay me that kind of money, I'll build a team real quick and do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for real, criminals, man. And plus, where's he from? England and all that. They got all types of. They got an underworld down there. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, like the Crays, right? The Craig brothers and all that shit. Yeah, they go deep, man. So yeah, fuck yeah. I can picture people saying, fuck that, man. Let's make some money and get four or five guys together. Like-minded thinking, you know. Yeah, that's what I believe. That whole Bansky thing, that's my opinion. Like three bloke, whatever the fuck they call them over there in England. You know, they just got together. It's like, yo, we could do this shit, man. Let's make some money. And I think that's pretty much what happened. My opinion on it. I think that guy Robo started snooping around a little bit too much, so they fucked him up. Died. God bless him. Rest in peace. I'm actually down with Robo more than I am with the Bansky stuff. Just in my opinions of seeing it, I don't know either one of them. But Robo, rest in peace. I don't mean to come off funny about it, but yeah, there you have it. All right. Also, there's a lace piece in this movie documentary. It is a lace piece on the subway. It looks like probably the late 70s, early 80s, maybe 82, 83, or something like that. I believe it's a. I've seen. I know it is actually. I don't remember if it's a 2, 5, or a 6. But yeah, it ran, and I remember. I think in that one also he wrote ESP, which stands for the East Side Party, Extra Sick Playboys. Or you have, and you also have TED, which is the Ebony Dukes. Those are pretty much the crews he would push back then. The Ebony Dukes are East Side Party, ESP. It's before 357. 357 did not come around to 85. This piece is running for a long time. I believe it was on the twos and fives. It's Yeah, I'll put the clip on of it. What else was I gonna say? Right. I know you guys aren't really vibing with all of these me dropping these movie things, man. And then I come on bragging, oh yeah, look at this. But I mean, that is some impressive shit, man. That fucks my head up, and I did it. I'm like, holy shit. Like, yeah. I mean, throughout my life, since social media and stuff like that, people send me clips of, oh, I just watched this movie. I watched that movie. Oh, Sex in the City. You got an RD tag in it. Look at this. Look at that. Blah. So what I could honestly remember, or I'd start to try to remember who does that, who sends me a lot of them, and then I start scrolling through my messages from these people, and oh shit, I remember that one, right, but it's a lot, man. It's fucking insane, man. This thing here is 2014, and I mean, I'm the one that did it, and it's like mind blowing. Yeah, this movie documentary came out in 2014, and that's when I was still active, still fucking going. I was tearing fire hydrants up. I was pretty much focusing on fire hydrants because the buff was so fucking real, man. The buff was a bitch out there. And I'm like, fuck it, man. They ain't fucking with these fire hydrants. Let me get the fire hydrants. Boom, boom. Get double sided, like Send 4. Yeah, so that's what I did. Fuck it. And I just started rocking that shit hard for a couple of years straight, man. And I saw that mural. I didn't know anything about Bansky. I just figured it was some idiot from the Lower East Side, or, one of these new fucking people running around doing stencils and shit like that, which technically is what he did. I mean, I like the guy, but fuck him. You get what I'm saying? Like, it happened. Like, you can't apologize and say you're sorry. It don't work that way. I guess he deserves his pound of flesh if he ever looked at it that way and decided I have wronged him. He's right. I've wronged him. It is what it is. Shit happens. It's a perfect example of like what I was talking about in the tunnels. But in the streets, I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna lie, but in the tunnels, that's a whole different story with people from the 70s up and down there and the 80s and shit, and they last through all this shit, and then all of a sudden, some asshole that fucking drank a fucking margarita and popped a couple of fucking Xanaxes is gonna run down there and do some stupid shit over it. It's fucking heartbreaking, man. My personal opinion. All right, what else is there? Yeah, I told you guys this day would come also. Like, I'm actually, I noticed since I started dropping these videos of me doing movies, I've been hemorrhaging fucking subscribers. Motherfuckers like, yo, fuck this dude. I told you that would happen, man. I fucking told you guys. Like some people were like, yo, Rob, if you do your video shorter, you'll have more material. I'm like, yo, I don't run out of fucking material, yo. First thing I gotta do is close my eyes, man. I remember that. And just start talking. It's really like, yeah, when you tell the truth, you don't got to think to eat much. All you got to think is back. It's simple shit, man. Really is. I could go on and on and on. Even if I run out of movies one day. Like, seriously, I really, off the top of my head, I could come up with like 20 something movies. I already dropped, what, nine or seven of them or something like that? I got to count back. I don't know. Because on Patreon, I drop some. Sometimes I give them on you. But lately, I've been hitting them just right on here with you. Because I like the way it pisses you guys off. I mean, not all of you. Some of you are cool, man. But I'm not going to front, man. I like this show I watch with Dave Kaufman, a reptile guy, right? And I'll tell you, he's got his YouTube thing, man. And he, people, his YouTube subscribers, yo, them motherfuckers send him to like Indonesia so he can play with fucking pythons and shit. Yeah, he's in like Malaysia. Yeah, they let him travel all over the fucking world. You cheapskate bastards don't give me a fucking penny. All you do is bitch. For real. Yeah, funny fucking shit. Yeah. Tell you, man, that shit got me laughing. I'm looking like Clint's reptiles. Oh, thank you all so much. This wouldn't have been possible without you. You guys is a bunch of fucking cheapskates, man. But I love you, man. It's all good. I don't give a fuck, man. These people, like, I mean, all right, they got like hundreds of thousands of followers. I mean, uh, fucking, yeah, Dave Kaufman, yeah, like, well, the fucking other guy, he's actually got like 5 million or something like that, man. Follow, but he died. He literally died on fucking Barcheck. Yeah, Brian Barcheck. He literally died on fucking on here. Like he caught cancer, and all his haters are like, "Oh no, he's lying. He's trying to get money." And all of a sudden, the dude like shriveled up and fucking died, yeah. And yeah, he got a couple million followers. I'm not trying to keel over on y'all, but for real, I see people out there, they're taking trips all over the place. And I do know a few of you guys have invited me out there to like other countries to go writing graffiti. Yeah, I told you, it doesn't really float my boat, man. If it ain't New York, it ain't graffiti, man. Like, for my sense and like culture or whatever the fuck you want to call it, like the shit I grew up on and the shit that floats my boat, it's right here in these streets. Not over there, And then I got to worry about y'all pulling some shit on me like some hostile. Yeah, y'all gonna tie me up, start having your way with me and shit. I can picture that. Bonjour, monsieur. I'm like, yo, yo, stop. I smoke too much weed, man. I love you people, man. Watch the lace piece first, and then the RD on the fire hydrant. Bansky's a good dude too, I guess. I don't know. I never met him. I should have came on and been like, "Yo, that's my boy, Bansky." Word, yeah, man, him roll. Yeah, but like I was saying, I got off topic there. Is that you guys will actually go away before I stop talking on here? For real, slowly but surely, you'll all unsubscribe. You'd be like, oh, fuck this dude, man. Oh, fuck this dude. Yeah, for real. I could go on and on and on. But, sometimes the truth hurts. I mean, 90% of you guys, 99% of you are supportive, maybe. 95% yes, but there's a couple of guys out there, man, they watching in the shadows and shit, you motherfucker. And that's why I do it, man. Subscribe, unsubscribe, whatever. But yeah, I was hemorrhaging motherfuckers, bro. But it's like I lose a bunch and then boop, 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 it goes back up. It's really gonna come out of here. Toot my own horn, right? But if I ain't gonna toot it, who the fuck is, man? Take care of yourselves, people. Real history.
Made it important.
In response, it was Banksy saying, New York, here I am. It was other graffiti artists saying, hear you loud and clear.
Is a made it important?
In response, it was Banksy saying, New York, here I am. It was other graffiti artists saying, hear you loud and clear.
Is a made it important?
In response, it was Banksy saying, New York, here I am. It was other graffiti artists saying, hear you loud and clear.
Is a